Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave, and today we're going to be taking a look at Diego Simeone's title-winning Atletico Madrid. We're going to be diving into tactics, formations, key players, and players that you need to know about that could be moving over this season in Europe. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel and like that goddamn video. Anyway, let's dive into the video. Obviously, their form in the league has been absolutely sensational. Defensively, very, very sound. And of course, the goals of Luis Suárez has been a key reason why they're massively performing in La Liga this season. You know, Simeone's always been good when he's got himself a little goal scorer, you know, building his system and his setup around. And I think there's also been an evolution of Simeone's system that we've got to talk about in terms of how it's moved on from what it was previously. You know, Simeone is very much a 4-4-2 manager. What we previously expected from a Simeone side is kind of, you know, two strikers up front, interiors moving inside, wide players moving into those central areas, a double pivot, and then fullbacks providing the width in the final third. Kind of a little bit of an aggressive setup in an attacking sense, but also defensively a very, very aggressive 4-4-2. We know that Simeone's sides absolutely love to press the football in an aggressive manner, win it back, and then transition quickly. Play those through balls, play those underlaps, and be aggressive. And I think that's something that Simeone's built out of this Atletico team. I think the slight tweak this season has been their shape. Their shape has kind of moved on in an attacking sense. So what we're seeing this season is a bit of a creation of a back three, a 3-4-2-1, or a diamond three, if you want to call it like that. A little bit Pep Guardiola Man City. So what we're seeing from Atletico Madrid, as they progress the ball, of course, Suárez will make a forward move into a central striking position. We usually see Correa drop off into an attacker midfield position. Consequently, we'll see Koke drop as well. Saul move into, again, a central attacker midfield area as well. Marcos Llorente will move inside, which will open up space for Kieran Trippier to hold the flank. Of course, Carrasco will push up, and then the back three will be made up of Hermoso, Felipe, and Savic, or alternatively, like we've seen frequently in the league, other centre-halves will come in into those positions, but that's kind of their attacking structure. There's been an improvement there. This 3-diamond 3, or, at times it looks like a bit of a box midfield in a sense, where you'll have, Marcos Llorente maybe deep with Koke, Saul high in an attacking midfield position. So I think what it gives Atletico is a really good modern structure. We talk a lot about structures on this channel in terms of how teams improve and how they how they grow forward and they become more fresh units of their previous. So in terms of build-ups, we see a lot of fluidity and structure. At times we could see Saul in that wide area and Carrasco inside. And I think the rotation on this left flank is really, really good, where we'll see, Saul moving into different positions, Hermoso dropping into different positions, where it's wide left, whether it's inside in that sort of fullback position. But it allows that fluidity and that ability to play. We'll see a lot of possession from Atletico Madrid kind of pop off with, in a sense, that the ball will go through Koke. Koke is one of the most important players, as we know. He'll then rotate it out to this left-hand side. Potentially, we'll see, as we mentioned, Saul moving from that central area out wide, Carrasco coming inside, or more frequently, we'll see Carrasco holding the width in the final third. Or alternatively, at times, we'll see Saul drop as a centre-half, Hermoso going wide, and again, we've got this kind of 3-diamond 3 shape. I generally think it's good. A lot of diamonds, in a sense. If you got a diamond out the back, you got a diamond in midfield, you got a diamond in the wide areas if the number 10 or the striker moves over. It just looks really, really good, and it allows them to do what they do best. Playing through the opposition's lines in a sense of breaking the ball to Koke turning, and then playing in Angel Correa, and then Correa looking for that ball for Suárez, or more frequently a ball to one of the wide fullbacks that have made that advanced run. I think that allows this Atletico team to be a little bit more fluid and flexible and harder to defend against and harder to deal with in that sense. But again, the back three is kind of made up of the 3 defenders with 1 DM. Obviously, if Atletico are, chasing a goal and they want to bring on a Dembele in a sense, they'll drop one of the midfielders, or they'll drop one of the centre-halves, and they'll just throw another striker up. and it'll have a similar build-up where the build-up won't be with 3 anymore, it'll just be with 2. And that fluidity has helped Atletico come back in some big games this season, like some Sociedad, Osasuna, where they had to grab some big goals, going a little bit more attacking, throwing more players on. Like we've seen João Felix play basically central midfield at times this season in these diamonds. And I think it allows this Atletico team to be a little bit more adaptable, but keep some key things in their game, such as, the wing-backs in the final third, providing the width, be it Carrasco, be it Saul, be it, any of those attacking players in there. But it also allows the player that we see frequently where the ball will be switched out from the left-hand side. It'll go out to the right back, and then we'll see that kind of overlap and cross across the box. Of course, Luis Suárez has been massive for Atletico Madrid this season. When we look at his statistics, they're absolutely disgusting. He has been their guy going forward, Luis Suárez, in La Liga this season. In terms of the stats, scored 20 goals in 31 games and got 3 assists. He basically is playing as that kind of, modern-day goal scorer, gets involved in the play, but also, is there to finish things off. I think that's an interesting side with this Luis Suárez, is this team is perfect for him. He's at that part of his career where might not want to do the running anymore, might not want to be the guy that has to go and, stretch the defence and so forth, but really good finisher. And I think they're the types of moves that we've seen from Atletico where there's combination play, there's underlaps, there's overlaps, and then Suárez is usually there to finish off the move. Basically the perfect goal scorer for this team in an attacking sense, makes a lot of good things. And the other thing with Atletico is they do like interiors in a sense. So, one of the big concepts that we've seen over the time of Atletico Madrid, let's just quickly move the players back. Let's throw Saul back into the team. One of the big things that we see with Atletico is, when they've won the ball back, but one of the quick things that we see, if they're defending in this 4-4-2 shape, one of the big things that we see in the transition is both wide players move inside and become interiors, as a sense, and move into that central area, which really plays for Luis Suárez. So, for example, Koke is going to hit it to Llorente. The move that Suárez has pulled quite a few times this season is peeling off the back into the channel and then Llorente finding that pass. And Llorente's been one of these players this season that have been absolutely superb. I'd class him for Atletico. He's played a number of positions. He's played right back, of course, but mainly on this right-hand side as an interior. What I mean with that is a player that starts in a defensive sense wide right, but very much moves into a central area. We spoke about the shape Atletico transition to when they've got the ball. It is kind of looking at this 3 at the back shape with a narrow diamond in a sense with width held by the fullbacks. And that's the position that Llorente will take up. I think looking at Llorente in terms of what he does really well, I really like his timing on the defence. He's very, very good at getting in behind your defence. And then when he's in those positions, likes to usually pick up the right pass. It's more he's in those wide areas, looks for the pass rather than the cross, if that makes sense. So it's not a low percentage ball, it's a high percentage ball. Head up, find the man, usually Luis Suárez making the run in the penalty area. In fact, Marcos Llorente has assisted Luis Suárez 4 times in the Liga this season. That's the second highest assisted to goal scorer at combo in the league behind Busquets to Lionel Messi. Very, very good in the transition, good presser. But one of the big things about him, of course, why a lot of teams are looking at him in European football is his ability to get into the penalty area. We all know how well midfielders do under Simeone with the likes of Saul or so forth. But the big thing that I like about Llorente is making the right run. So, for example, you've worked the ball out wide left and you're flooding the box with your runners. Let's say they usually load with 4. Llorente's got a really good knack of arriving late on the box. He's got that classic thing, arrive late at the right time. Scored a number of goals really well where he'll basically, the defence will be cleaned out, ball will be cut to the kind of edge of the box in a sense on the D. And then it'll be a quick low finish. And I think that's one of his biggest strengths. Very, very good finisher. Finds the corners really well, but takes it early and catches out of a lot of goalkeepers. And looking at his statistics this season, he has honestly been Atletico Madrid's second most important player. We talk about Luis Suárez being important. Marcos Llorente has been absolutely massive. 12 goals and 11 assists in the league this season. And when we take a look at some of those assists, obviously a lot of them come from those interior passes. Take his assist that he got against Real Madrid. That was a really good ball where he slipped it down the channel for Luis Suárez to score. Let me try and find that game quickly. This one here. Slipped it down the side. Great goal. And you can see how busy he is. And when I talk interior, it's kind of like that in that central position. You know what I mean? Like popping up. And again, very, very versatile player. Damn right. Very, very versatile player. And you see that inside right channel, that is where Marcos Llorente does his best work. That's where he found Luis Suárez in this game for the first goal. When looking at the average heat map, in a sense, it's a little bit confusing. But you can see what I'm talking about there. Llorente in that inside position. Behind Luis Suárez, but also, of course, he's played fullback when Kieran Trippier was banned. Played fullback, grabbed a really good assist from. Oh, that was not fullback that game. A bit earlier on, the Granada game, got a really good assist from fullback. I think when he came off the bench, I think he scored and he assisted from right fullback. Again, another thing. That's the beauty of this player. Could be really good signing for a number of teams that need an energetic midfielder that can fill in wide right and play a really good interior role, but also someone that needs an attacking fullback. Marcos Llorente is that guy. Talking Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. It'd be a great wing-back, Marcos Llorente, a really, really good wing-back. And then I think the two most important players for Atletico Madrid, but just to conclude, obviously, their record has been so good because they are tactically superb this season. Defending a 4-4-2, or at times they have defended in a 5 at the back, but attack very much with a 3 at the back. That is the modern way. Why Chelsea is doing really well this season. You know, we could look at Inter Milan. There's so many teams at the moment that are playing back threes that are massively exceeding and winning titles, and that is another one in Atletico Madrid. Back three and attack is kind of the way to go. Pep Guardiola's City attack with a back three. And I think that's definitely a thing where we look at the success of City this season. A lot's been on that. But in terms of just some numbers, Atletico Madrid win 43% of their tackles versus dribblers, which is the best rate of any side in the division, whilst no side has committed fewer errors leading to opposition shots, just showing that characteristics. They're aggressive in defence, they press really well, and they will side you down, but only at the right time. In terms of the overall stats, obviously Atletico got the best defence in the league. They got 7th best attacking by XG, which also is a massive improvement there. And I like it. Look, the Atletico of 2014 that won it was a 4-4-2 that, like we spoke before, attack with interiors and basically attack with their fullbacks. This Atletico is a little bit more fluid, a little bit more diamond-esque through the thirds. I think the likes of, Koke coming into that defensive midfield position is fantastic. Trippier's been great width on the right-hand side. And wouldn't it be nice from a lad from Bury winning a La Liga trophy in Madrid? Crazy, crazy times. At times they are super defensive, but I do think, long term, there will be a massive thing. And again, congratulations on their league title. Thank you for watching, guys. Of course, that is Diego Simeone's title-winning Atletico Madrid. I'm so excited, so happy for him. The first time since 2014. Of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like that goddamn video. We will see you next time.